Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Central Midwest Football League. We've got a good one for you today here in Joplin, Missouri, Missouri Southern State University, home of the Lions. We're at Fred G. Hughes Stadium as the 6-1 Joplin Crusaders take on the Tulsa Gators. I'm going to be honest, folks, both of these teams really don't like each other. We've had a lot of good games at this field over the years, and I expect another one here today. We'll be right back with some action right after this.
Mowing your yard just got easier. TNG Power Equipment has the best Ferris mowers to get the job done, including the all-new 60-inch redesigned deck that mows up to 11 miles per hour in tall or wet conditions. And for smaller lawns, our Ferris 300S starts at just $39.99. And right now, save up to $1,000 on select Ferris models. Commercial grade to last a lifetime. TNG Power Equipment has Ferris mowers to tackle your projects.
We are a community of athletes that celebrate success and development while having fun and being safe.
We do a pretty rigorous testing to all of our athletes to track progress as we go.
Our athletes are 10% faster, 179% stronger. They jump 4 inches higher on average. They're 8% more agile and 9% quicker.
You can come in, get extremely high quality training, accelerate your athletic abilities.
Head on over to prodaysports.com.
Come try, see if you enjoy it. For $1, it's worth it.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty, with her wafers on in the summer sun. Her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long.
Welcome back. We are here at Fred G. Hughes Stadium, home of the Lions. We are about to get underway as the Gators out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, come on down to face the Crusaders out of Joplin. And it's me, Carter Randolph, alongside my good friend Gary Joyce. And Gary, we got a good one today, man. Both the Crusaders and Gators. There's kind of a little bit of bad blood here. So what are you expecting, man?
There is. I've been lucky enough to be involved in this matchup for a long time over the years. Both sides, actually. I actually won a championship with Joplin a long time ago, if that tells you anything, how long I've been doing it. But I lost to these guys last year in the championship as the head coach of the Gators. So this should be an interesting one, and it should be a good one. I think we're going to have a live show today.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. I remember last year's game was 35-34 going into the final seconds. I mean, it was a down-to-the-wire ball game, and I could see that happening here in this one. I mean, we do have a little bit of storm fluctuation off in the distance, but, Gary, I think we're going to be able to power through this one and get this one done for
Oh, yeah,
today.
Tis the time of season. You always got to fight these storms here in the area here. And we'll see how it goes. But let's check out some predictions here this week from Mr. Dotson. He got going on up here. So he's got Joplin -7. How you feel about that?
I think I'd have to agree, just me being at a couple of the last couple games. I mean, Joplin has put up at least 35 points the past 3 games they've had here at home, and I would expect them to do the same thing. Kendall Holmes is a difference maker, and he can run it, he can pass it, he can dang near do it all, Gary.
Yeah, I as much as I love my Gators, they travel a little light. I think I may have to agree with Mr. Dotson on this one. And then you got the big showdown down in Arkansas with the Generals and the Warcats. Marcus London's last game in minor league football, so it should be a good one too. Got the Warcats -14.
Yeah, should be a good one. And like you said, Coach London, a legend of the game here in the semi-pro world down here in Oklahoma, Missouri, Arkansas. So going to be a big loss, but he's done a lot for the game, and hopefully he can go out with a win there in that final game.
Absolutely. Looks like we're about ready to kick here shortly with the Gators kicking off here. Joplin, last week against the Generals, kind of put it on them a little bit, huh?
Yeah, it was early. It was interesting. I mean, the Generals were coming in. They were ready to play, but the Crusaders just with that high-powered offense. And honestly, a pretty above-average defense. I mean, they got some big bodies in the trenches there, so it's pretty tough to score on them. But yeah, the Crusaders looked good last week for sure.
Yeah, their offense is very dynamic, as we talked about with Kendall Holmes. Being able to run, throw. I mean, he's so dynamic. He's hard to defend. I can tell you from a coach's perspective, I mean, it's hard to do. Do you contain him? Do you blitz him? Do you let him throw? What do you do? He usually makes you pay one way or the other. And today, I don't expect him to do anything different than what he's done. So it should be interesting.
No doubt. And like I stated earlier, Crusaders 6-1 on the season. The Gators are 4-3. There is a little bit of playoff credibility here in this one. The Crusaders could fall from that 2 seed, maybe into a 3, and maybe the Wichita Skyhawks able to sneak into that 2 spot if the Crusaders were to fall today. But we are about to get underway here, folks, in Joplin. Looks like the Joplin Crusaders are going to take the kickoff first, see if they can put some points on the board early. And the Gators looking to see if they can make a stand there. They kind of make a statement here on this first possession of the game, Gary.
Yeah, they're going to get after them early. I just know with Joplin's offensive, philosophy on things and the way Sam just tends to do things, he'll get after them early. But it's going to get off it now. It's going to happen quick. So Gators better be ready.
I would say so, but national anthem going on right now as we're about to get underway, and I think this would be a good time to get our starting lineups in there to maybe get a couple of the big key players out in this one. Tajon Curry, that first receiver you see, number 6. Look for sparks from him. Last game he had a couple of touchdowns at over 120 yards receiving, so look for him to make a big impact. And then Gary, Lupe Prado Jr., he's been doing it here for a couple years now.
Yeah, he's special. He's athletic. He can make every catch he needs to, no matter where it's at. He can go up and get it. He's just a playmaker. But those guys up front, with Adams and Jackson, Shaw, and all those guys, they got a lot of experience up front, and they're big and they're nasty, so they're not afraid to run the ball either. So it's going to be fun. Keep saying it.
Now we go see the other side of the ball, the people that win the championships, you would say, as we see the Joplin Crusader defense. Last week I saw a lot of Braxton Hubbard there on the D-line. He was making a couple big impacts. Dougie Moore, he's also a good linebacker there for the Crusaders. And then, of course, Quinnell Johnson holding down the deep end for him at safety. He's a kind of a ball hawk, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, they definitely, their DBs aren't built with that philosophy of they play DB because they can't catch the ball at receiver. Their guys are definitely ball hawks and do a good job attacking the ball in the air. But again, show my favoritism a little bit to the guys up front. Those down guys, man, they get after it. So, man, here we go, baby. It's about to get live and fun. Yeah, excited.
I will say there is one name we're missing. Braxton Reed, number 88, a big key defensive end for him last year, is not playing here in this one. So we'll see him back in the playoffs.
Gators, their starting lineup looks like Jaleel Ward's going to get to start at quarterback today, which has been a big issue for the Gators all year. Who's playing quarterback, and today it looks like Jaleel. He's electric when he wants to be. He's just got to hold up front a little bit for him. He's pressure kind of gets him a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see if that O-line can hold, maybe give Jaleel a little bit of time in the pocket, see if he can find any open guys. Because there's Tajon Curry taking the first kickoff down. He's still on his feet, Gary.
Yes, he is. Poor tackling. Oh, didn't call him out of bounds. He's still going.
That's
to the house.
That's going to be a touchdown for the Crusaders.
Oh, we got laundry.
Kickoff.
We got laundry. We got laundry on the field.
Back on the 45. Yep, this one's going to be coming back.
Gosh, dang it. Well, you called him out pregame, and he makes you look like Notre Dame right there, man. He goes to work right from the get-go. So
I've seen it many a times, man. Tajon Curry is a freak of nature, and if he sees any sort of daylight, he's going to try and take advantage. Sadly, though, there is a piece of laundry. It is going to be coming back, and I think they still are going to get pretty good field position because it was at the 45, so I'm assuming they're going to take this one in between the 30 and 35 to start this one off.
Yeah. Gators get a big break right there. Man, that's a poor tackling from the Gators side. They need to wake up I know they're a little short-handed over there today, but if they don't wake up and come to play, it's going to be a long night for them, and nobody wants to see that. So
No, not at all. I think what we do want to see, though, is some of these lights turning on here over at Fred G. Hughes Stadium. Getting a little bit dark here, especially with some of these rain clouds, but I think we'll be able to get away with it for now.
yeah, it sure would. A little dark out there.
Mm-hmm. And then now looks like they're going to start at around the 34-yard line. Don't see, I'm looking for the ball. Oh, there it is. Never mind. They're going to start at the 38.
Looks like we're held up right now waiting on some chains. The old typical chain gang situation.
I always like to start with this story. No, it never gets better than my second game here. One of the chain gang guys only had one leg. So they were kind of in slow motion on that one. But we got through it, and it actually ended up being a really good game. But
there you
I
go.
just like to say, as long as they got both kickers down there, we'll be good.
Yeah, it looks like we got a couple guys heading on over. Hopefully they got the chains over there. It looks like they got the bodies now. Hopefully we can get the chains to actually get going and rolling. But
see a couple rugrats you might be able to throw out there.
This is Semipro at its finest. Been there, done that too many times.
No doubt. Hopefully we get this thing started quickly, though. I am a little bit worried about the rain, folks. I mean, those clouds are getting darker and darker, man.
You know, obviously in a facility like this, lightning is always a worry, you know, and the officials, I'm sure, they're going to follow some sort of high school rules in terms of lightning safety, I would think. So that rule is, you know, if lightning strike was within a certain amount of distance, a automatic 30-minute delay, et cetera, et cetera. So it can turn into a long delay really quick if we don't watch out. But we still don't have any chains. But let's take a look at the rankings while we got a minute here. See what we got going on. The Bears are up top. They're kind of running the show right now. What do you think about the Skyhawks? Tell me what you think about the Skyhawks.
I have not seen the Skyhawks in action as of yet, but from what I've heard, they are one of the few teams here in the league this year that can really put a fight up against, say, the Bears or the Crusaders or the Cyclones. One of the few teams that really has it on both ends of the ball. They got a decent offense, and their defense is one that can definitely make a stand, need be, Gary.
Yeah, they really surprised me last week, or a couple weeks ago, I'm sorry, by shutting out the Gators 28-0 at home, which is something that's never happened. The Gators have never been shut out, but I think they're kind of the dark horse, and I really don't think I say they're a dark horse. Going into the year, maybe a dark horse, but at this point, everybody knows who they are. They have one loss to the Bears, and it was super close in Oklahoma City. So playing in Wichita, if you haven't ever played in Wichita, I can tell you right now, that is a very, very, very difficult thing to do. So you do not want to go through Wichita on your path into playoffs. So it looks good. Plus you got the Vipers and the Cougars working their way up too at the bottom. So there's a couple teams that can cause some problems. But the good news is here, looks like we finally got some chains, so we may get started here before too long.
Yep, we're about to get started, and yeah, no doubt. And I think that's why this game does matter so much, because there is playoff movement that can be made with this game. As the Crusaders, if they do fall to that 3 seed, will come into that second round game just way worn out, where they could be switched, and the Skyhawks could be coming in.
Correct. Yeah, they're playing for that second place, which carries a first round bye, which is big. In a lot of ways, it depends on kind of how the end of your year started off. Maybe you want to play. Who knows? But
exactly. Sometimes you've got some crazies down there in the trenches. We'll just want to hit somebody.
All right, we finally got Shane set, I think. We got 1st and 10 here, so I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. It should be a good one.
No doubt. Looks like they got Elliott Hawkins next to Kendall Holmes, the big man.
Man,
I don't know if you've ever seen Elliott Hawkins run, folks, but, man, if he gets the ball, look out, because he is like a train coming through.
It is a lot of man coming. A lot of man.
Yeah.
You better hit that guy down low. If you hit him up high, you're bouncing off. I promise you that. So,
and me being a former safety, I will vouch for that. I was thigh guy only, man. There was no tackling high, or I was going to get bounced off, man. Here we go, Gary. It's underway. First play. Kickoff seemed like it was an hour ago, but here we go.
There we go. Nice little spot pass, a little RPO action. A little quick pass out to the edge there. Quick gain. Looks like number 21 there caught the ball for Joplin.
Tevin Gibson with that first catch.
Looks like 7-yard gain there. Quick, easy. Basically a little RPO there. He's just reading the overhang defender. If he attacked the run, he replaced him with the ball, and it was a good job, and that's tough to defend.
And you expect to see a lot of that here for the Crusaders. That's kind of their bread and butter. When you got a quarterback like Kendall Holmes, I mean, you just got to give him options and let the man choose what's best for his club. And so far this season he has.
Yep.
This time they're just going to hand it to Elliot Hawkins, let him push his way for that first down.
I'm telling you right now, if it's anything in 3, I'm giving it to Hawkins. I'm giving it to him, and we're going to go get the first. And right there, that's what we had. We had 2nd and 3 or 4, and they gave it to him. And I'm looking like, yeah, okay, there we go. They're giving them the first. And, well, the officials are motioning for first. We got a chain crew over there that doesn't know what they're doing yet, so we're practicing getting the first down. But we'll get there.
And like
we're learning.
Yeah, we're learning slowly but surely. And like you were saying, Elliot Hawkins, within 3 yards, just seems like such an easy choice. I mean, just let the man bully his way through. And that's something that Sam Sturgis, who is the head coach of this Joplin Crusader team, he's kind of been able to focus on some of those guys. There's a big play there from Lupe Prado Jr., and he's still on his feet. Scratch that.
Man, that same play we seen right off the get-go, the little RPO with the run spot option. Here we go. We'll go back to the replay, man. It was, again, great play, poor tackling down the sideline. Luckily, they got a little touchdown, saving touchdown there or tackle at the 4 or 5 yard line. But, man, Gators got to tackle.
Yeah, Joplin on a roll here to start things off. And I know I said Lupe Prado made that catch. That was actually Josh Dickey, outside linebacker, but got him playing slot here to start this one off. And 2 big plays from number 27 here on this first possession.
It was beautiful. It's a great play. Great job. Holmes read it perfect, and they attacked it. They had a little motion across.
You're going to let the big man finish it out.
Yeah, heck yeah.
So he's going to make the edge. Bulldoze, I don't think he made that one, though.
Oh, they gave him the touchdown.
Yes, he did.
They
just
gave it
close
to him.
enough. Hits the pylon, and that's 6 for the Crusaders, folks. They take the early lead here.
Great perimeter blocking by the receivers down here on this end down here. I mean, that as an offensive lineman myself, I love blocking. I love receivers that block. Number 6 down here, Mr. Johnson, down here setting the edge, which allows the receiver to get in and score. That guy can do it all. Okay, we've seen him on the kick return. Now we see him on a block. So it's good stuff.
No doubt. Had a big block there from Hawkins and Tajon Curry, which, like you said, set the edge and basically made it a walk-in as he didn't get touched until he basically hit the end zone.
No kicker. It looks like we're going for 2 early here.
I should have mentioned that from the beginning, folks. This is the kicking game is not something the Crusaders like to do. They like points, and they like them now, so expect a lot of 2-point tries here in this one. Kind of a dot there from Kendall Holmes, but I think he let him just a bit short.
He hasn't made a decision. No. Okay, there we go. No good. Man, that was not a bad play. Not a bad attempt there, but he was a little short. So makes it 6-0 here. And, man, the Crusaders got on them quick. Let's take a look at the defensive leaderboard throughout the league. We just talked about Wichita and how they're kind of a dark horse. Points allowed, 28. 28 points allowed on the year. That is insane. And you got the Cyclones right behind them with 44. I mean, those guys can play some defense. And then here you go. You got the guys scoring points. Joplin, we see them right here, 245 points on the year. And we see how. They scored right there in a minute, 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. So they score often and early.
No doubt Columbia Vipers, Missouri Cyclones not too far behind either in that 3 and 4 spot. But we're getting back into the action with 12:15 left in the first. Still no lights on here, but that doesn't seem to be affecting the Crusaders as it took them about 2.5, 3 minutes there to put that first 6 up on the board. Gary.
They brought their own lights. They're lighting it up out there on the field. They were not too worried about it. So
you got the big shining beacon of Elliot Hawkins.
Yeah,
makes it a
just
little easier.
Pounding it around there, and then the explosive plays on the perimeter. I mean, you think as a defensive guy, that's tough. You got a big body in the middle that you're trying to defend, and then they're getting the ball out quick on the edge. Man, that puts you in a bad situation. If I am Tulsa and I've struggled on offense this year, my goal when I get the ball is to milk as much time off the clock as I possibly can and make this game last as long as I can offensively. I'm just trying to get 3 yards in a cloud of dust and stretch this out and not let Joplin have the ball, because as you've seen, it's not good. And I'd just milk it. That would be my philosophy. I'd take as much time on the play clock as I could every snap, and man, stretch this thing out. But we'll see what happens here.
I couldn't agree more. I mean, with such a high-powered offense like we talked about, I mean, you've got to keep it out of their hands. That honestly, if you can do that, gives you that sliver of hope.
Here we go, the squib kick. Quick return there by, looks like number 11.
Number 11, Chase Silman for the Gators. Doesn't have a position mark, so we're just going to call him the Swiss Army knife here for the Tulsa Gators.
He do-it-all guy.
Team. Oh, yeah.
Do-it-all guy.
And I'm sure the Gators will be happy with that first kickoff return, getting them down to the 40, near that halfway mark. So going to be a good starting spot here for the Gators out of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
So here's the kicker. So the Gators are going to come out on offense. We listed Jalil as the starting quarterback. I do know pregame Jarius Moll was warming up some. I don't know who's going to get the nod. We'll see here on the break. But either way, it should be exciting. Obviously, they got to help get these chains set up because it's 1st and 6 according to the chain instead of 1st and 10. But again, we're learning.
Exactly. And it looks like they're going to go.
Looks like that's Jalil back at the quarterback position.
We go with number 5, Jalil Ward. This as an athlete, I'm sure we're about to find out why. A little bit of a bad snap, though, but he's able to maybe inch his way. Still on his feet, finally wrapped down for about a yard, maybe 2, Gary.
That was a lot of work for 2 yards.
Yes, a lot.
Looks like the Gators' O-line is an area that didn't travel very well today, which is an area that they've actually been – their offensive line, from what I've seen this year, is actually pretty good. Doesn't look like those guys made the bus today, so they kind of got it pieced together. And I know some of those guys down there playing, they're capable of playing. They just got to gel together and kind of get going a little bit here, and they'll be okay.
Exactly. Once the end of this quarter happens, maybe just get a couple reps, a couple snaps together. First snap of the day, and there it is. There's a good one right to the chest as they're going to try and run it here. Goes nowhere. So that was number 1, Isaiah Chapman, who gets the first rush attempt of the day for the Gators and loses a yard or 2 on it.
Yeah, man, here we go. We got 3rd and 11. Obviously, this is bad right here. So what's going to happen is I'm sure that Joplin's going to dial it up and bring some heat, and the Gators better be ready with their offensive line. They kind of got put together out there. Now, on downs like this, though, big plays are able to break too. If they're bringing the pressure, there's some opening areas there, but we'll see what happens. Big down though. Like I said, we hadn't took too much time off the clock, so.
Yeah, like you said, they needed to milk it, and right now they're looking at grim territory. Jalil Ward gets pressured early, finds a guy in the middle of the field though.
Got it completed. Got him
still
working
on his feet, and he's going to get the first down, Gary. Wow,
there we go, man.
Water.
Sometimes magic happens. That looks like that was complete to Jarius Moll there in the middle of the field. Great job by Jalil, just buying time with his feet and finding a guy sitting down in the middle of the field. And Jarius Moll, if you don't know, there may not be a more a football player in this league with more football IQ than him. He's going to find a spot to sit down and make it happen. And he did right there for the big first down. That was huge.
Yeah, no doubt. Great pocket presence there from number 5, Jalil Ward, because, I mean, he was getting pushed and close to the danger zone in that front of that pocket, but ended up able to wiggle his way free and find a guy. And I think that's going to be a free play.
No flags on the play.
Okay, I was wondering if you saw that.
Looked like everybody a little bit early there, but
just a good jump.
Yeah. You can give us looks like the Gators got 3 yards there on the first for Isaiah Chapman on the carry. The Gators lined up in a little bit of 2 back there, which I haven't seen too much of that from anybody in semi-pro football in a long time. People don't like that 2-back stuff. That's too archaic.
Yeah, it seems a little medieval, but I've seen Joplin kind of run it a couple times, and when you got Elliott Hawkins and a guy like Terriel Johnson, you can get in there. I mean, kind of a yin and yang type presence.
Elliott definitely helps that right there with your big package. Joplin looks like they're dialing up some pressure, and they are, but great job of picking up the protection by the back. Dangerous play.
Very dangerous.
Dangerous play.
But I thought there for a second, I saw number 3, Jarius Moll, rushing in. I was like, he might be able to snag it, gain a couple extra yards. But instead, it's going to be 3rd and 8 here. Manageable, still doable, and I'd like to expect, Gary, in this one, it's going to be a lot of 4-down territory. Not going to see a lot, especially when you're past that halfway mark.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of situation the Gators are kicking-wise, so I don't know if they got a punter or not. I know warming up they had a guy that was kicking a little bit, but they have a deep snapper. I don't know. So
yeah, that is, they have a holder. Yep, you need the whole enchilada if you want to get those babies, and especially – pretty sure that guy was kicking them from about the 25-30 yard line. He was giving a pretty good boot on it.
There it is. Same thing. Is it right? Oh.
I think that was caught.
All right, what's the signal?
He's still going. The ref hasn't blew the whistle yet.
Are they not?
He's finally down. I didn't think I saw it hit the ground, but man, it was close.
What call have they made here? They don't know. Officials don't know yet.
It was tipped once, tipped again, and then I think
Here's
it was
check out
caught
the
for
replay here.
interception. Yep, there's the one tip, and then a catch, I think, but it probably did hit the ground there. It looked too close for comfort, if you know what I'm saying.
And that official's coming in like he wants to mark it, but if he wants to mark it, he needs to mark it instead of letting it play. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. That's kind of a tough one.
And then there's a flag right there in the back near the 40. So, yeah, we're going to have to see him wait. What happened here?
Got a lot to sort out here. Now, here's something I've noticed as we kind of got through the chain crew and all that. But Rack's playing this game currently with 3 officials as well. Not even 4 game officials. So calls like this aren't good. So
yeah, just noticed that too, Gary. Yeah, they only have 3 officials. One of them must have had car trouble or something getting here. That's too bad.
Yeah, I could not see the call there.
Looks like they're calling it incomplete because I think I'm seeing a couple red jerseys looking a little bit upset about it. But I think the ref's about to give us the call here.
I think.
No, they're going to call that an interception. The referee's walking the ball down to about where he caught it near the, what is that, the 27?
There you go, Joplin's ball.
So
first down
at the worked.
Yeah, now, again, based off replay, looks like that hit the ground. If you have that back judge, that 4th official that should be here to make that call, that's probably made a little bit better. But when you don't, you end up with that. Because right now, with the 3 officials, they're running with the white hat back behind and 2 linesmen, so they have nobody in the back to witness that, to get that call. So that was something that went against the Gators right there on that lack of official.
Yeah, that's a good point. That white hat's going to have to be looking through a lot of bodies to try and see that. So, yeah, that back judge might be kind of a difference maker here in this one. As Kendall Holmes going to hand it to Elliot Hawkins.
There we go. Big attack right there. That's Austin Romine from 51 from the Gators on the big tackle for loss. That's how you got to get Hawk. You got to get him now. If you don't get him now and get that, let him get some speed rolling. Bad news.
Yeah, wrapped up the legs, got him down. That's going to be a huge start here for this Gator defense. The Crusaders scored on about 5 plays to start this one off on their first drive, so they're needing to kind of make a statement here and let the Crusaders know that they came to play.
Yeah, up front defensively for the Gators, there's been a consistent player all year, Sir Henry Warner. That kid, I've coached him a long time, and I talked to him before the game, and he said he's having a career year. He hadn't had 9 sacks since he was in high school, and so he's playing really well, and I expect him to play really well tonight as well. He plays with a high motor and gets after it, and I don't expect anything different. So
it's a nice play by number 3, able to get to the outside, wiggle his way for about 6 yards. Going to make it 3rd and around 4.
Now this is, as the defense, this gets tough, with Holmes. When 3rd and 4, defending Holmes gets real tough now, right? Because he's a really, truly, it's a triple threat. He can hand it to Hawkins' big butt. He can run it himself. He can throw it, So these downs are the tough downs to defend Kendall.
And that's where I say Kendall's probably made his biggest improvements from last year, because last year you could kind of bet on that run play 9 times out of 10. But this year he has been able to wing it to a couple of his receivers pretty consistently. As we see Elliot Hawkins just give a little juke and then lower the helmet, and there he goes for about 10 to 15.
It goes back to that comment I made earlier. If it's 3rd and anything, I'm giving it to him, and they're living by it because, man, he just great job up front by their offensive line, really. Great crease right there. To get into the coaching side of things a little bit, Joplin will get into that trips bunch when they want to run Kendall on the edge, and they did that there and ran Hawkins underneath, which got some backers out of the box a little bit. So that was a good job by good job by Joplin on a play call design, but right there got some pressure.
Yep, couple white jerseys able to wrap up Kendall Holmes where he was able to escape the pocket, and that's about a loss of about 7 to 10 yards.
Who all we have back there on the quarterback?
21, which we do not have on the Gators roster. Sorry about that, folks. And I did not catch the other number. I want to say it was number 17.
Number 6. That's Frankie Davis.
Yep, Frankie Davis, DT/tight end.
So let me tell you a story about Frankie Davis. Frankie Davis led the University of Tulsa in sacks one year. The University of Tulsa. So the kid can play football. Now, That's a wife and a couple of kids ago. Okay, now he owns his own business now, a moving company. Ooh, dangerous throw.
It's a little bit behind him there.
A moving company that does fantastic, great guy, fantastic guy, but is a heck of a football player. So, Kendall, we'll be seeing a lot of Frankie tonight. I'm glad to see Frankie show up for the Gators. That's going to be good matchup for their tackles. Frankie's a player.
Huge play right there, as now it's 3rd and real long here for the Crusaders. And Kendall had a guy open there on that last play, but threw it a little bit behind him. He was looking for number 11, Halea Williams, the wide receiver / DB. So maybe look for that connection here again.
Can we just get some lights on?
And I keep worrying about it. I mean, not the lightning you just saw, but, the lights.
Right there it was. That makes him hard to defend
there
right there.
There we go. Still on his feet. Tries to hurdle a guy. I'm sure coaches didn't like that one, but he's able to get
3rd and 19. 3rd and 19. Oh, we got some laundry back there.
Laundry.
Probably got a hold.
That looks like the territory we're in.
Yep. Now, I'm gonna get into a little more depth here. As an offensive lineman, quarterbacks that run put you in situations like this sometimes, right? Because it's a pass, you're dropping back to pass, you don't know where he's at. He takes off running, defensive lineman change direction. Sometimes you got a hold of some cloth. Not meant to happen, but it gets you. So that's what happened here. So, but the fact that he was able to convert 3rd and 19.
3rd and what?
Should be 3rd and 29 now.
They lost about 20 yards right there, so I think it's about 3rd and 28 right here, 3rd and 30. I mean,
It's 3rd and a mile.
A long
But
way.
here's the deal. Kendall's the type of guy that can find a way to make something like this happen.
Like I said earlier, a lot of 4-down territory here. So if they can make it, like you're saying, 4th and 4, 4th and 5, they're going to keep the ball rolling.
If Kendall gets to midfield, 4th and 10, they're going for it. I promise you.
I would bet so. Yeah. Going to motion Williams over.
Little screen and go.
Play action.
Oh, there you got another sack. Oh, it looks like he dropped the ball. Possible fumble.
I don't know if the ground caused that one, though. We'll see what the ref has to say about it.
4th down, yep.
The Crusaders were able to fall on it. But Frankie Davis, again, like you said, big man, the former Tulsa alum, with another big play here in the first quarter.
Kid is unbelievable. And let me tell you, if you have not had a chance to meet Frankie Davis and talk to him as an individual, you may not find a better person. I mean, he's a great guy. I think very highly of Frankie. And, heck, he's a good football player, so that helps a little bit too. But, yeah, great guy. Great guy. We got a timeout here.
Joplin going to talk this one over, folks. It's 6-0. Crusaders on top with 4:01 left here in the first. We're going to be right back to the action right after this break.
Nestled in the heart of Baxter Springs, Missouri, the Little Brick Inn stands as a testament to local charm and genuine hospitality. As a locally owned establishment, we take pride in offering a unique and cozy retreat for our guests. To reserve your room, visit littlebrickinn.com.
Back, folks. Just a quick timeout. Crusaders wanted to talk it over. I guess they were saying, hey, we want to go for this, 4th and 30. Who cares? But they are not going to do that. Elliot Hawkins going to punt this one away. Elliot Hawkins, I think this is the first time I've seen him with a punt, and I've done about 7 to 8 games here, and I don't think I've ever seen him kick the rock. So we'll see how this goes. A little bit slow, but able to get it up there. Not
Short
bad
kick.
height. Yeah, a little short. Gets the
Nice
friendly
bounce.
kicker bounce.
Actually, not a bad job of flipping the field, though.
Not bad at all. Going to mark down the Gators on the 30-yard line. As after they got one first down on the last drive, the Gators were kind of fizzled out there at the end. So we'll see if they can get something kick-started here before the second quarter reaches us. We're going to take a quick look at the standings here just to kind of get a breakdown. You see we have the Gateway Conference and the Great Plains. This is a Great Plains Conference matchup as the Crusaders 6-1, they plus 74 point differential going up against the 5-seeded Tulsa Gators with a plus 8. So not much in stake for the Gators, but a lot for the Crusaders as the Skyhawks only 3 points behind, so definitely a game that matters here for the Great Plains Conference.
Yeah, the Gators really can kind of disrupt some of Joplin's playoff hopes. Again, back to as we talked about at the beginning of this matchup, not a lot of love between the two of them. So if they can disrupt something, they'll do it. I know that's what they're gunning for, is to make those guys go on, not have a bye.
Tulsa Gators actually the 2023 CMFL champions. Actually won the whole thing last year, seeing if they can repeat here in 2024.
Nice little 8-yard run there by Isaiah Chapman. Good job by that second back setting the edge. O-line did a good job right there. I mean, heck, that was a good football play for him. Just easy outside zone play. That's the things they have to do. They have to be able to run the ball like that and control the clock.
Yeah, and I like to see the defensive side. It was number 5, Quinnell Johnson on the tackle, a cornerback coming downhill making a play. So the Gators trying to run it up the middle, and I think he was able to barely get back to that line of scrimmage. Maybe lost a yard.
Looks like he lost one. It's all right, though. You're 3rd and 3. Okay, so you're in a good situation here where, as an offensive play caller, you're okay at 3rd and 3. You're not very good at 3rd and 9. You're a little bit better at 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4, especially with somebody like Jalil playing quarterback who can run and scramble, and we've seen him make some plays with his feet and buy time to complete a pass. So it'll be interesting to see how this all shakes out right here. Big down for him, though.
No doubt. I wouldn't be surprised to see him maybe go over the top here, see if they can catch Joplin off a little bit by surprise. Let's do a quick screen,
right,
find number 1.
Isaiah Chapman on the catch, another big gain. That was a great job. Great job by Jalil, getting rid of that ball quick. As we see here, man, it was a catch-step throw. He felt the pressure, got rid of it now in that void.
Yeah, just replaced the blitz. Saw 21 in that other linebacker blitz from that right side and just threw it right where they used to be.
Fantastic job. Hey, it looks like we're getting some lights on, though.
Are they finally getting these babies turned? Oh, no, that's the baseball field. That is the baseball field. They thought about us, but not yet.
Looks like we have one light on down here on this end of the field, which is lucky where we're at.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess we'll just have to play down here for the lights.
I guess get my phone flashlight going, but I don't know if that helps.
Maybe we can pull up the cars around the stadium, everybody turn their headlights on, we can get active.
That Remember the Titans special?
That's right. Save Sam some money.
Here we go. We got a deuce look here from the Gators offense. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right, 1 running back next to Jalil Ward. He's going to drop back again, maybe try and get himself into a groove, break out to the right, floats it back. Maybe that was a design screen. Did that look a little designed to you, Gary?
No, I think they're trying to run a little snag concept there. Pressure pushed him out, and that's where he thought he could go and try to channel his inner Patty Mahomes and throw back against the grain, which is obviously very dangerous. But, hey, they got 2 yards out of it, and they're moving the ball, and they've done a great job here with the clock, right? They got an opportunity here. I mean, they snap it one more time before they end the quarter, which is, I mean, that's the stuff they need to do. They need to prolong this thing.
Keep the ball out of Kendall Holmes' hands, no doubt. Number 14, Caleb Stacy, was the guy to come down with that catch. Good football IQ from him, able to stay in that open area, not work his way to a defender and hurt his quarterback, but helped him staying in that 5-yard area, keeping himself clear. So we're having to break the pocket again.
Too much.
Luckily, he didn't lose the ball right there, Gary. I saw that thing swinging around all loosely. I didn't know if that was going to stay with the boys in white there.
Yeah, dangerous. Dangerous. But, hey, bring up a looks like a 3rd and 21 here. So, looks like they're going to take it to quarter, though. Looks like we got into the quarter here in 2-3 seconds. But what a game. What a game.
Honestly, I expected more points in the third quarter, but good defensive outings here at the start of this one. The Crusaders on top of the Gators, 6-0. I'm Carter Randolph alongside Gary Joyce. This is Southern Sports Network. We'll be right back.
I can feel the warmth deep down in my bones. I know that I am home.
I miss him too.
Love brings us here. Together's where we all belong. You're
Hey, Dean Blandino here. And guess what? Football season is right around the corner. And to watch the best live broadcasts in high school sports in Northeast Oklahoma, download the Southern Sports Network app. And check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I just did. Give them a like. It's the best broadcast in high school sports, and not just that area, in the country. Check them out.
At Missouri Southern State University, as the Crusaders have taken a 6-0 lead as we get the second quarter started. And we finally have got some lights on. I can see two of them now. I guess that makes three with the one over here on the left. But right now the Gators actually having a pretty good offensive drive. See if they can keep it going. A bad snap there, though.
Yeah, there we go. They were 3rd and long, and Joplin knew it, and so they brought some heat and got to Joplin, or got to Tulsa quick. And yeah, another sack there. So looks like we may have a
looks like
potential injury here.
Kicker out. Yeah, lineman staying down a little long. That's number 75.
Kirkland Beeler, it looks like.
Brandon Zuniga.
Gotcha.
He is able to walk off on his own power, so hopefully he'll be able to come back out for that next possession.
Now the Gators are trying to make sure they got enough for punt. Oh, no.
Oh, bad snap. Kicker's just got to get it and kick.
Get rid of it. There you go. Get rid of it.
The first guy. Able to kick it.
There you go.
Good job by the punter.
Oh,
Tajon Curry.
Bad decision. Get it. Get the ball.
Oh, he almost runs the wrong way.
Oh, my goodness.
Number 2 for the Gators, able to come up with it. That's Khalid Cornegay, and he's able to give the Gators the ball.
That's going to be Gators' ball with the muff by the Joplin player who just went and attacked it for some reason. Just look at the replay here. First you get the bad snap, and punter does a great job of buying some time and getting rid of the ball, and then, man, I don't know what we do here on the return.
Tajon Curry, usually sure-handed. I mean, he was just trying to do a little too much there, Gary, and it ended up biting him right back in the hand.
Yeah, which big break for the Gators.
Yeah.
Big break. 1, they keep possession of the football. 2, opportunity to run more time off the clock. 3, they're in Joplin territory. If they can put a couple plays together, maybe get some points on the board. So a big break for Tulsa.
Oh, if I'm the Tulsa head coach right now, I'm telling them it's now or never, boys. Let's get back into this thing. Let's show them we're here to play. Getting the ball on the 40-yard line. And you know the momentum is just completely shifted. I mean, the Crusaders got to be a little down after that. I mean, looking like they're going to take a 2-possession lead.
Yeah,
that happens.
Yeah, that was not expected. Just bad from the get-go.
We'll see if Jalil Ward can make something happen. Had a little bit of snap issues, but first, Coach wants to talk it over here. I think we're going to take a quick break, Coach. Right back after the break. I'll read out Gary Joyce, 7 Sports Network.
In 1851, the Cherokee ignited the lamp of learning in the wilderness. For more than a century, this has been a gathering place where minds are developed and lifelong relationships are made, where dreams find direction. the lamp burns brightly still at Northeastern State University.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting back underway here. Gators just wanted to talk that one over. It looks like they're going to come out of the timeout with a trips right setup, one running back and one receiver on top. Bad snap again, though. Able to flick it over.
Tailback screen.
Plenty of room.
Nice play. Nice play. I mean, that was
Isaiah Chapman with the big catch and run.
Yeah, it was kind of, I want to say a screen. It was designed like a screen, but not a lot of linemen downfield to block, which is really good. I mean, they just, again, replaced bodies.
You know, usually you see a screen and you let it develop, you know, but that was a screen that happened right off the bat, and it had to because the Crusaders were bringing about 4 red jerseys in, and they were coming in hot.
Sometimes you got to make things happen.
That's why they put him down as an athlete right there, Jaleel Ward, because that took a little athleticism, a little flick of the wrist. Next thing you know, 12 yards and a first down. Going to go back to the trips right, and this time they're going to hand it off to Isaiah Chapman.
Didn't get anything there. Got stuffed up the line. That Joplin D line is aggressive. You know, they do a really good job of disguising what they do. You know, they have X amount of down guys, but they got, 3 down guys and 4 linebackers standing on the line of scrimmage, and you don't know who's coming and who's not. And so as an offensive lineman, it gets difficult, especially in the situation here. The Gators kind of have a little bit of a makeshift O-line and haven't worked together a whole lot. They're kind of sorting their way through it, and it's kind of tough for them, especially with what Joplin's doing, which that's why they do it. That's why Joplin does it, because it's tough to block up every week. So
exactly like you're saying, and I thought number 88 Braxton Reed wasn't playing for the Crusaders D-line, but he's out there, so that makes them 10 times tougher than what I thought they were to start this game. So the Gators are definitely in for a long one, especially in the A, B gap, C gap run game.
Yeah, and they had another little setup right there where they brought pressure off the edge, and they tried to replace the pressure, but just an errant throw there by Ward and incomplete pass. But I think they're trying to get a feel for what's going on, and I like the idea of what the Gators are trying to do offensively. Heck, they've ran 3 minutes off the clock here to start the second quarter, so they're doing a great job with that, which is obviously important. So
that's going to be 3rd and 10 here, Gary. Got a decent long way to go, but mine just got a free 5. I guess not.
No, they did not make contact, so it was a free. They didn't snap it, so nice run, tough run for a couple of no gain. So based off NFL rules, defense can jump and get back as long as they don't make contact.
Okay.
Unless the offense snaps it. So if the offense snaps it while they're across the line of scrimmage, then it would be a free play, and they could snap it and do whatever, and the end result would be the penalty if that's what they wanted.
Yeah.
In that situation, they jumped and didn't make any contact and got back. So there we are. Looks like Tulsa's lining up for a field goal.
It's like I said earlier, though, he was kicking them from about the 25-30. This one's going to be – the holder's going to be getting it on the 35, so we'll see. It looked like he had the leg to get there. We'll see if he can get some air under it on this
They
one.
better, because this is returnable. So if it does not clear the back line – now there's a free 5 yards. If they call that on defense, he made contact.
It's on number 88, Braxton Reed. I was just talking about going to give this Gator kicker a little bit of an easier kick here.
Looks like the wind's picking up out there.
Yeah, I can see the flags on that visiting sideline.
He now has the wind at his back a little bit now, too. So
it's in the kicker's favor.
Yeah, but like I said, he's got to be careful, because if it doesn't clear the back line, it's returnable. And I don't know if the Gators' offensive linemen that are out there are blocking are able to, chase down a DB.
And there's another flag.
Nice kick.
Plenty of leg on that one.
But we got a penalty. Let's see what it is.
Going to be a false start on the offense. I think I just saw some hands circling by one of the zebras down there.
What do we got? Man, that was a good kick.
Yep, going to be false start on the offense.
Whoa, big lightning flash there. We had false start on the offense. It looks like the due to that lightning strike there, looks like the officials are about to put us in a delay here.
Security, safety, all the good stuff, folks.
Big roll of thunder there. So, hey, here's the good news. If you guys are on here watching this, there's a good chance you're going to get to listen to a lot of me talk. I know everybody signed up for that.
But hey, no, I did.
Yeah, man. And here's the crazy thing. I hope it's only a quick one, because really, this is really shaping up to be a good game right now. I mean, the Gators, if they get that 3 points right there, we're talking 6-3, middle of the second quarter. I mean, that's a dang good football game right there.
It's still anyone's ball game. All it takes is another mistake, and maybe the Gators tie this one up. Then you never know when the Crusaders' offense might die out, which they haven't all season, so you never know.
That's right. But all it takes, is maybe to get a little complacent, or heaven forbid, somebody get banged up or something like that. And so who knows? But it'll be interesting to see how this delay plays out. Last year, championship game, there was a delay before the game, delayed the kickoff of the game by an hour. And I'm going to be honest with you, that hurt us a little bit. So hurt us in the game. They were more prepared for that adjustment than we were. So these delays can impact a team. So hopefully everybody stays focused and ready to play.
No doubt. I think both teams will be able to lock in. But I guess this will give us a good time to talk about the championship game here in the CMFL. Going to happen in Kansas City. That's why it's called the CMFL Road to Kansas City. Going to be taking place at the St. Pius X High School, which is a beautiful stadium, just renovated a couple of years ago. There's a beautiful little lookout right in one of the end zones. So definitely a great spot. And I know every team here in the CMFL is wanting to make it to that game, Gary.
Yeah, obviously, one is the championship, two, it's in Kansas City, which, if you look at it here on the map, I mean, it's centrally located. It's a great decision for the league to host it there. Again, beautiful stadium. It's actually, they've upgraded it since this right here. From this aerial view, they've added some visitor stands. So it's a beautiful venue, and I know everybody's vying to get there. So whoever makes it, I know it's going to be a dang good game, and I'm looking forward to it myself. So.
No doubt CMFL has been packed this year with great quality teams, and whichever the two are that can make it to this game, it's going to be a good one at St. Pius X High School in Kansas City. This one, it's 6-0, and there should be about 10 minutes left in the second quarter when we come back. But right now, we are going to take a quick break as we try and get this game back up and going. I'm Carter Randolph alongside Gary Joyce. We'll be right back after this delay is called.
I miss him too.
Mowing your yard just got easier. TNG Power Equipment has the best Ferris mowers to get the job done, including the all-new 60-inch redesigned deck that mows up to 11 miles per hour. 100S starts at just $39.99. And right now, save up to $1,000 on select Ferris models. Commercial grade to last a lifetime. TNG Power Equipment has Ferris mowers to tackle your projects.
There's no place like home.
Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
A tradition of educational excellence, more than a century in the making, continues in Broken Arrow. Here, supportive, in-demand undergraduate and graduate degrees and affordable tuition make Northeastern State University your transfer destination. Finish what you started.
Hey, Dean Blandino here. And guess what? Football season is right around the corner. And to watch the best live broadcasts in high school sports in Northeast Oklahoma, download the Southern Sports Network app. And check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I just did. Give them a like. It's the best broadcast in high school sports, and not just that area, in the country. Check them out.
Semipro Saturday is brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics. Professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty. She was a long goodbye. She was the best I lived by. She was an American beauty. With her wafers on in the summer sun, her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long. Wish I had held her long.
We are computer science pros, chemists and lab technicians, health professionals, mathematicians, and science educators. We are the Greg Wadley College of Science and Health Professions at Northeastern State University. Choose from degrees in natural sciences, health and pre-health professions, mathematics and computer science, and more. Discover the possibilities at Northeastern State University.
My name's Todd Harden, and I am Todd's Coffee. The reason I do this to begin with is because I really want people to experience coffee. What I'm doing and what other roasters are doing as well is, we're trying to figure out what the bean is trying to tell us. My goal and my customer really is, there's probably 2 out of 10 people that could taste the difference in one of my better roasts versus an average roast. If I can make those people happy, I'm making everybody happy. And so that's kind of my philosophy when it comes to roasting. You can just go to toddscoffee.com. You can get it whole bean, or I'll grind it for you. Either way, there'll be a drop down in there that you can order it that way. So order some coffee.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes now. Spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going through changes, ripping out pages. I'm going through changes now.
The College of Education at Northeastern State University prepares educators, mental health providers, and fitness or health professionals with undergraduate and graduate programs. Choose from degrees in elementary, secondary education, special education, health and human performance, psychology, and more. Be ready from day one at Northeastern State University.
I miss him too.
Mowing your yard just got easier. TNG Power Equipment has the best Ferris mowers to get the job done, including the all-new 60-inch redesigned deck that mows up to 11 miles per hour in tall or wet conditions. And for smaller lawns, our Ferris 300S starts at just $39.99. And right now, save up to $1,000 on select Ferris models. Commercial grade to last a lifetime. TNG Power Equipment has Ferris mowers to tackle your projects.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
A tradition of educational excellence, more than a century in the making, continues in Broken Arrow. Here, supportive faculty, in-demand undergraduate and graduate degrees, and affordable tuition make Northeastern State University your transfer destination. Finish what you started.
Hey, Dean Blandino here. And guess what? Football season is right around the corner. And to watch the best live broadcasts in high school sports in Northeast Oklahoma, download the Southern Sports Network app. And check them out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I just did. Give them a like. It's the best broadcast in high school sports, and not just that area, in the country. Check them out.
Semipro Saturday is brought to you in part by 950 Ways Graphics. Professional graphics for players, coaches, and teams. Trust the pros at 950 Ways Graphics and look them up on Facebook at 950 Ways Graphics.
She was a good companion, eyes like the Grand Canyon. She was an American beauty. She was a long goodbye. She was the best I lived by. She was an American beauty. With her wafers on in the summer sun, her touch felt like a loaded gun. Wish I had held her long. Wish I had held her long.
We are computer science pros, chemists and lab technicians, health professionals, mathematicians, and science educators. We are the Greg Wadley College of Science and Health Professions at Northeastern State University. Choose from degrees in natural sciences, health and pre-health professions, mathematics and computer science, and more. Discover the possibilities at Northeastern State University.
My name's Todd Harden, and I am Todd's Coffee. The reason I do this to begin with is because I really want people to experience coffee. What I'm doing and what other roasters are doing as well is, we're trying to figure out what the bean is trying to tell us. My goal and my customer really is, there's probably 2 out of 10 people that could taste the difference in one of my better roasts versus an average roast. If I can make those people happy, I'm making everybody happy. And so that's kind of my philosophy when it comes to roasting. You can just go to toddscoffee.com. You can get a whole bean, or I'll grind it for you. Either way, there'll be a drop down in there that you can order it that way. So order some coffee.
Things could be stranger, but I don't know how. I'm going through changes now. Spend a lifetime trying to figure it out. I'm going through changes, ripping out pages. I'm going through changes now.
The College of Education at Northeastern State University prepares educators, mental health providers, and fitness or health professionals with undergraduate and graduate programs. Choose from degrees in elementary, secondary education, special education, health and human performance, psychology, and more. Be ready from day one at Northeastern State University.
I miss him too.
Mowing your yard just got easier. TNG Power Equipment has the best Ferris mowers to get the job done, including the all-new 60-inch redesigned deck that mows up to 11 miles per hour in tall or wet conditions. And for smaller lawns, our Ferris 300S starts at just $39.99. And right now, save up to $1,000 on select Ferris models. Commercial grade to last a lifetime. TNG Power Equipment has Ferris mowers to tackle your projects.
There's no place like home. Whether you live in Oklahoma, Arkansas, or Missouri, Realty Mart USA is your go-to real estate company for residential, commercial, agricultural, or land. We believe in strong connected communities and sponsor local events. Realty Mart USA, supporting our communities, supporting our future.
A tradition of educational excellence, more than a century in the making, continues in Broken Arrow.
Welcome back, folks. Chris Dotson here. Just want to let you guys know that we are in a rain delay. Brought to you by On Delay Airlines. Always a delay, never on time. On Delay Airlines. Do want to give you a heads up that... Oh, sorry. We have the wrong graphic up here today. It's been a fun day of errors and such here on the Southern Sports Network. But do want to let you know that we have had a rain delay. In rain delay, NFL and NCAA mimic each other. So every lightning strike that comes in the proximity about 15 miles, it's about a 30-minute delay. Now, you have up to 3 30-minute delays before the game is called. So with that, we're in rain delay number 1. It does look like, according to the weather charts, should push on. We should be able to get back into play here momentarily. Till then, we'll just go ahead and keep our graphic up here. And we'll let you guys know whenever we come back. Ready to play. In the meantime, go ahead and bring up some of the rankings and standings. Stay with us. We'll be back shortly.
underway as the Gators look to try and make this a 3-point ball game. It is 6-0 Crusaders currently, but the Gators are getting a field goal opportunity here at about the 28-yard line. Looks like it's going to be a little closer than that. A little bit of a
man back and forth, yeah. Before the stoppage, Joplin had jumped off sides, and then Tulsa jumped off sides, and now we're just picking back up where we left off. This opportunity to be a really good football game still. I mean, there's 10 minutes left in the second quarter, and potential to be a 6-3 ball game. And man, it's a little bit more defensive than I think we both thought it would be to this point. But we'll see who gets going after this break.
And I think that'll mean even more later in this ball game as the weather is looking a little gloomier than it was even before the rain delay. The kick looks good. Definitely has enough leg, but he pushed it right. That is no good. It's going to be a 6-point ball game still, but still plenty of leg